We're not going to answer the question about Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. You've got his number, and some of you talk to him, call him. I'm not responsible for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. 90% of the people who were here, who expected to be here, are here. That's what matters. Whoever is not here was not supposed to be here from the beginning. So you are not going to reduce this organization to some individual without him. He's not here. I heard people say he's here, he's doing this. He's not here. He's not here.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video, man. Those were the harsh words of the CIC himself, Julius Malema, the newly minted president of the EFF for the third term. They just had an elective conference now by the National People Assembly here in Kalaga State, if I'm not mistaken, here in Johannesburg, in Soweto, Pilapila, in Nazareth, sorry, in Soweto. And they just, I think they just concluded and they've elected their top 6, which I'm going to read the names in a minute. But that audio to and Araba, when he was answering one of the questions from Sunday World, I'm going to play the whole video at and he said more. And those words were harsh, to be honest with you. Those words were very harsh. And I don't know, Hori, is there anything to go by the term, Hori, he's a dictator and he rules alone with an iron fist or what? But we'll analyze all that right after we saw the video, and then we can be able to dive deep into this whole thing. But EFF is it going, and those harsh words, why were they there in the first place? But before then, we've got a sponsor for the show. The sponsor, we are recording this live from Kgosi FM studios, and then at the back there is a banner, and then Kgosi FM, and our studio is located in Pretoria. We have a podcast studio. So this is my podcast, and the Kgosietsile on a live show. It's my show that is here to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. From 1% to 8, 9, sorry, and we are live on www.kgosifm.co.za, www.segonganeholdings.co.za. Just go there and you click on the little name in Kgosi FM, then you are into us and Rabua. Just to talk and get to know what's happening in our country every single day. So, like I said, the People Assembly came and went, and then MK also had an anniversary, 1-year anniversary. But I'm going to talk more that after the sponsor, and then after you see the video as well of him, because I want to us to analyze this one, why I shout and Ndlozi, and then why I know Ale Hashik and Ndlozi. I mean, Bona, there were rumors before Ndlozi has been banned because he's afraid Malema he can have a competition. He's afraid he can have competition in the name of Ndlozi, but now all of a sudden, boom, Ndlozi had thing. And then when he's asked Pila, what happened? Answer those harsh words. But we're gonna go to that video just after our sponsor, our sponsors has this show. And then we'll take it from there. So take a listen to this, and then we'll be back just after this. This show is brought to you by Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic situated in number 70 Tuefengesgras in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site, and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic, and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Again, the address is 70 Tuefengesgras in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Yeah, that is our sponsor for today, Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic, but it's a public. So I would say medical aid to pay for now, because they means NHI apparently. And they are, but again, the consultation is only 350. So you consult 350, medicine is separate. They've got a pharmacy, like Alfred said. They've got a pharmacy on site, and then if you need any medication, the doctor will prescribe it for you. You want to go and rate them, go to Google and just search Segongane Medical Services, and you can leave your rating. Good thing. Give us 5 stars, and just leave a beautiful rating there. The comment is very nice. So let's make it more nicer, because whether they are doing the job. Yeah. So thank you so much again, Segongane Services, for sponsoring us, more Kgosi FM, or sponsor Kgosi FM, and to sponsor this show as well. Our motto, like uncensored, unfunded, and unscripted. We are not funded by anybody. We are sponsored for this show and other shows. They are sponsoring us to make sure we bring this thing to you. They make it possible for us to have a studio like this, and then we can be able to record these beautiful shows and send it to you. So funding is something else. You know, funding, you interviewers and all those things. So now don't do that. We don't do that here. We fund ourselves and we sponsor ourselves. So if you want to be part of our sponsors, please let us know on 064 548 7176, and then we can be able to help you. Okay, and or join the beautiful family of Segongane Media House, and then or sponsor a peel, and then or if or sponsor, and then we can. But don't come here, yeah. With the sponsors, they will come and say, we give you money, here's what we want you to show. No, we are uncensored, we are unscripted in this podcast. So please, yeah, thank you. Anyhow, like I said, there's two major events that happened this weekend. The major event I'm Tomoki Nazarek Muslim made an appearance as well. Muslim came there, he made an appearance, and okay. And not laugh at the man. So the man is busy. Yeah, all right. It's a typical politician, but they had their National People Assembly where we saw leaders being elected, new leaders coming in and old leaders going out, and then some people being banned from the event altogether, and we don't even care where they are. So today, if we paraphrase what the CIC of the EFF has said, but you're gonna watch the video a little bit, and then from there we're gonna continue with this analysis. What's happening there, and maybe you can be able to comment and tell me on your comments below. This is what's happening on the EFF, and you can be able to understand and talk about what is what and what's like. So, Bona, let's go to the video now, and then we will talk right after this.
We're not going to answer the question about Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. You've got his number, and some of you talk to him, call him. I'm not responsible for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. 90% of the people who were here, who expected to be here, are here. That's what matters. Whoever is not here was not supposed to be here from the beginning. So you are not going to reduce this organization to some individual. We are going to refuse that. We are going to refuse that. We gave a very long political report yesterday, like 80 pages. It didn't have such names. You are intellectually so inferior that you can't even engage with that document, and then you bring gossip. We must be monitoring movements of individuals. Why concern about one person over so many people who are here? As if he is the conference. As if he's not here, conference will not happen. It's going to happen, it's happening without him. It's not here. I heard people say, he's here, he's doing this. He's not here. He's not here. And it's not our interest to entertain such nonsense. It's not our interest. We're dealing with political issues here, not egoism, not people who think they are bigger than this organization. It will show them once again that it's bigger than all of them. So we as a matter of principle, SG and policy position, we're no longer going to answer any nonsense about Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Never. When a journalist asks you that question, you must say, ask another question. You can be smarter than that. Ask something else. This matter is closed. You can talk about it amongst yourselves, but don't bring it to us. We are refusing that. Don't do that. Don't reduce the whole ideological political report to Sunday world gossip, because that's what they thrive on. And we know what is the relationship of Sunday world, its owners and Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. We don't want to talk about it. Don't push us. Don't push us. We know Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's friendship with the owner of Sunday world, and by that extension we know his relationship with Sunday world, which we can easily describe without any fear. No one can do anything about it. No one.
Oh yeah, yes, and we're back. Wow. Hey man, I need something to wipe myself. Jesus Christ. What? Yeah, sorry man. Hey, yeah. Now those were the words. Those were some words. I don't know what you guys think. Those were the words that the CIC said. But before I can go to that, let's first start with the good news. Okay, they did the third National Assembly. It was successful. Almost EFF. We must give it them that kudos of, you know what, they've done it again. They do make a spectacle and makes other people really envious for that, which is beautiful because they go all out to impress. I like that. I'm like that, same myself. I go all out and impress and really brand and really make sure I do something. Say no, king. This thing has been done thoroughly, perfectly. I like it. It's beautiful. Yeah, and then we have the top 6. That actually was the major thing. People elect the top 6, the leadership of the party. The rest will be elected by the very same leadership. They'll be electing chairpersons and the branches, and then they'll bring the names, blah, blah. I don't want to get into that. So I have a list here. Malema is still president for the 3rd time. So I wonder, can the ANC do that? Can the ANC have the president again for the 3rd time? No. Mbeki tried, right? And he failed. So Ramaphosa must even think if can do that. Maybe their constitution allows them to have the 3rd term, and there's going to be the 4th. But to be honest with you, was there really going to be anybody who was going to challenge Malema for that post? Like I can understand now something is being elected unopposed. Who was going to oppose Malema on that? Maybe someone just tell me in the comments below. Who was going to oppose Malema? Maybe the reason why Ndlozi was not there was because of that. He was opposed. They opposed. Because there were rumors, what if Malema didn't want Ndlozi to be there because he was going to be nominated? You remember, people can be mischievous. Nominations from the floor, how these things work, they work like this. How about Leko elective conference? Nominations from the floor happens. Or okay, nominate whoever you want for the position of Secretary General. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, you can't say no. Because remember, the outgoing, maybe that is CCT, command, what, yeah. That top 6 goes away. So they can never say no for that. They can't say no. So maybe, is there a maybe? I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying, is it a maybe? Or maybe the whole point of Malema not wanting Ndlozi there is because he was afraid somebody might actually contest. How possible is that? It's my logic sound? Tell me on the comments below. Or is my logic sound, or I'm just talking air? Hey, you're talking air cause. It's fine. I'll take it. It's a building block. It's a construction block. It's a building block. I can one day become as big as other names. Yeah. So it's fine. Because I can understand this was unopposed, as if it's an achievement or it's a landmark, something. Because nobody did oppose, nobody can oppose Malema in this position. EFF is him. He's EFF. The man cries when he talks about how he formed the EFF, where he comes from. Showing you, this is mine. But this is mine. He's showing you, this is mine. So this is my business. I've sacrificed everything. I've given everything out there for this EFF to be formed. So do you really think there is anybody with the big ahunas to come and say, hey, Malema, step aside? So 3rd term, you're missing number 3. I'm telling you now, we're going to see him again being given 4th term, 5th term, until maybe Mudima meter or something happens to him. Then we can say, okay, now I'm done for now. I'm gone. But he's the president of the EFF. Hey, beautiful. Congratulations, Mr. Malema. All right. And then, all right, keep on. Good, this Gadi is back. Remember that you focus on more, but focus on more. Law, hired, what. I remember there was something like that. If not, correct me, 064548776 or down in the comments below. Deputy President. Remember he said Malema is Florida Samara. President. I think he said then between then and the NPA. So I don't know if he did say there won't be anybody who's going to be a deputy president going forward. But hey, here we are. They have Gadi as the deputy president now. And Barkin so say, Ken deputy president Abone and Barkimang Oratule Mautu, she still remains the Treasurer General. And Malwana Moshata Malema Mutlu, Namoshata Hori, Amarik the ticket, ticket, Pesita Mayan ticket, gala dinner and whatnot. Kara Bonabil, I'm doing your job for you. And yeah, as Nashata Mate, Samudim. Hey, it's again. Yeah, but I do have their little Barakim. I do have their what you call Mona video and video when they were nominated and when they were accepting nominations by myself for Matis. And I can play the audio at the end, but you are doing this in a video form. It's beautiful. Yeah, and then Martha, yeah. Martha Dlamini, oh Marshall, sorry. Forgive me. I got one feel. Give Marshall Dlamini, he's still the Secretary General of the EFF. All right, he was before, but then he's retained the seat. I look at it. The other ones have gone. Bon Dlozi, but tweet. So, but Marshall Dlamini, they're still in. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's the but I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that one. Marshall Dlamini, sorry, man. He's still Secretary General. And then Mateis, Deputy Secretary General, Lian Mateis. And then Omuncha Otana Mukeli, and I can be spokesperson, but now Secretary General, Deputy. And then Kimemamang Nolu Chunga. Sorry if I'm Lutando Nolu Chunga, something like that. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, my sister as well. She is the national chairperson. Atia from Ntate Barkima. Atia from Ntate Tato Barkima Ganawan. Talimpofu, who is now in the MK party. And yeah, so anyway, these were your top 6. These are your top 6 of EFF. They'll be carrying the EFF for the next 5 years, blah, 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 blah. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty of the whole thing. Now, I think my name is the dictator. Tell me if I'm wrong, but he is. This man, Kim Musayesi, people can call him that because I don't like giving people names. It's not nice, to be called this and to call that. But the way he conducts himself, that is not worth of a democratically elected president. That is a man on a mission. A man who puts in that EFF. Kore Malema sasi buang will go. And I don't know posang. Ibla hono potla buang sepele. Ibla hono potla marang anything. It's unfortunate that we have people like that now. But Paul Kagame have been sitting on those chairs for 30 years. Bo Barakima. Robert Mugabe, the same thing. He's still a leader ZANU-PF ever since ZANU-PF until today. Ntate Barry Holomisa has been like that ever since for a very long time. But at the end of the day, about Tamudimo, they talk about democracy, but as a leader, how about Nagahe Chile? Nagahe Chile. Let me just sit there and enjoy my money. It's fine. I've built the organization from zero. It's 10 years now, it's stable, it's got its own structures, sharp. So let me just go out and enjoy my retirement. No. He himself, like we said this audio, this nomination. This is the audio that what actually happened in that meeting. Listen to this. Take a listen to this one. Oh, sorry. Here's a nomination for that.
My name is Julius Malema from Westview in Polokwane, a member of the EFF. I do accept the nomination. No.
My name is Godwin. My surname is Gardi from Ward 15, Ngombela sub-region in Mpumalanga. I accept the nomination.
Kamalangu ndingunotando noluchungu ndisuka kwa 52 kwalanga Cape Metro region Western Cape. I am available.
Kama Marshall Mbuyiseni Ndlozi wasemzimkhulu wa 20 eRegwala region KwaZulu-Natal ngiyavuma.
How they accept a nomination.
Yeah, those were them accepting the nominations to different portfolios. Oh, American Noluthando Noluchuga, yes, from Western Cape. So she's the national chair of the EFF. You know, the new face that we don't know. I don't know her. I just saw her. The new face of the EFF. She's the chairperson of the EFF. Yeah, but anyway, Malema ki Musa yesi, guys. Malema ki dictator. We never will like it or not or what. He's a dictator, Julius Malema. And that's about board. I'm not inviting insults to me, right? Don't insult me. Let's engage. Because whoever's going to see this podcast, they will run and try to critique what's happening here, call out this, call out. I don't care. It's fine. This is my thing. This is mine. It's me. I did this with this from zero. So don't try to look at small mistakes. Maybe give me spell people's names, and then nobody, it's a podcast, this thing. It's not SABC or ENCA. I don't have an auto cue here. I've got a camera in Chebile Noki. So let's debate the matter instead of trying to look at things that will bring us down each other. Malema is a dictator. Debate me on that and tell me what. No, he's not. Then I'll understand what. No, I say dictator and tell me, okay, how I say dictator? What do you mean? Samatom, the way he's addressing the media, I don't know why is the media of this country still sucking up to this person or to this organization. I don't hate EFF, okay? I love it because it makes white people stand on their toes. It used to do that before until this man announced that he's not going to fight Ramaphosa parliament anymore, blah, blah, blah. And then that's how the MK came into being. The MK now took over number 2, and now he's on the MK 24/7. Well, doesn't matter. That's him. EFF used to be this man. Thing Mabula EFF sweater. And I loved that. Yeah, at least you have a pro-progressive party that's going to make these people really sweat and really feel it. But then nowadays, since the second term, I do not know any Hasalwan Sadiman more parliamenting. It's becoming something else. Do you understand what I'm saying? He has lost his bite, but he's biting his own people. The way he's talking about Ndlozi, now it's disgusting. It's very wrong, to say the least. It's very wrong. You can't speak about another person. Last time Malema, people was talking, more media, social media. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has gone. He's been banned to this NPA. And he himself came out and said, no, there's something like that. And then Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has renewed his membership. His EFF is going nowhere. Now, people is asking him, where's Mbuyiseni Ndlozi? And he answers like that. Hey, like this. Yeah. Answers like this. He's a dictator. He's a little man. He's not a leader. He should be led by other people who know how to address the press. You don't treat the press as if they're your personal property. You don't treat the press like you're doing them a favor. The way he's acting like he's doing them a favor. He is acting as if Haba staying, EFF staying, Malema, the press is not there. Number one. And the way you speak as a leader, man, diarrhea in the mouth is not needed. That is Julius. You can watch this podcast and shout, who criticize about it's fine, I don't care. I want that veil. You cannot address another man who's made like that. One of these things liked a tweet. It's like it's about me. Me. That's why he was crying. He wasn't crying because he was feeling, somehow. He was crying because he knew I built this thing from zero. So if I don't firm my hand on this thing, I'm gone. This thing is done. They can take it from me anytime. If I do not make sure the democratic systems that democratic systems, they work to my favor, I'm gone. Because there were rumors, like I said earlier, there were allegations earlier. The reason why now Ndlozi is because Ndlozi might be contesting him for the leadership of the EFF. You understand? So he wanted to make sure so he stood, he made sure this boy doesn't get there. And he banned the man. How can you say those who expected to come? What's happening? And then half is about I know the relationship between him and the Sunday World. It's another guy. The man is there not as a owner of Sunday World. He's there as the man who comes to ask questions as a reporter or a journalist. So your job as Ntate Malema as a leader, answer don't talk. Don't put about to this person. Dictator America so my word or is final. My word or the highway. Efela biao. Number one. Number two, no one can question me. And whenever they talk, they it just those reporters are always frozen. The questions they're asking it which body be happy. And why is this man always on about the MK? But MK focus on the dying. EFF is dying, but it has lost many votes now. Many MPs didn't come back to parliament. And now say feel about Morata. And before I can even forget, now this top 6 those are loyalists. They worship this man because he's their bread and butter. He's their alpha and omega. God, they worship him. But his own thinking or her own thinking. Blind. Like an apostle, Julius, they will never say more than right. You can't do one today. You can't say that. You can't say things like that. You can't do it. Hey, man. You can't say things like that. And then everything is fine. They are asking because Mbuyiseni is not there. For him to, he was part of the leadership. He was part of the leadership. So why is he not there to be nominated? That means Mbuyiseni is out. He's just a member now. Malema, are you saying that now Mbuyiseni is just a member? So people mustn't question you, mustn't ask you, and then you are telling your people. I want freedom of speech. I want freedom of expression. You are being dictated, told what to say to the media. If the media ask you about this thing, tell them this. Ask another question, can be better than that. No. The media of the country cannot be censored. That's why ENCA worked out on them for 5 years. They had to grovel and beg ENCA to come back. Please come back to the fold. We need your coverage because we really yearn. Because I mean, if we so maybe haven't more about because of there was not much coverage ENCA maybe or somewhere. That is why. So what do we do about it? You understand? So I had to go grovel and say, grovel down there, please. Now how we don't need podcast. Audio clip. Maybe later as a video. He's attacking other people for doing what I'm doing now. They now know I'm gonna get a text. I don't care. Anyway, I'm waiting for them to come because they do make us say famous in a way because they talk about us too much. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I know they're gonna now come over to me as well because now like nobody. I'm not sponsored by this Open Society or whoever. I don't have as my guests like Susan Puff Walsh and what there. But then he's saying people mustn't watch. No, they will appear on all the other podcasts, Bo's Boo, and whatever about the hustlers. Maybe not that one demon now. But he'll never go to the podcast Puff Walsh, the son of Dalimpof. It's another video is coming. I'm gonna do it. You guys can listen and judge for yourself for the people. Ari dila le leadera or diale mushimanyana all ubute business and then these guys are EFF as a political party and Democrats because more democracy sepem. Hake boni. I don't see democracy here because if there was ever a democracy, Malema was never supposed to be the third term president at the moment. Julius Malema, what he said earlier was, Lena, Abuga Cyril, I wrote to Cyril Ramaphosa, how ANC gonna below 50%. They might just call him back. Lena, after these elections, that May, this year, they might just call him and say, Imran, do you think any of that so-called top 6 will do that? No, they won't. They all worship the ground this man is working on. Publicly. I will leave this nonsense. Because how to see? How to see le phela le motho le gore hana taba ha bua no patlo ke to bua le bana ba gage o bua le his brothers and sisters o bua le remember that there was a time I put Floyd na tsuri kuranta fela mo ne le phoso ke gane a tsuri kuranta mo la Floyd a tsuri kuranta mo mara bona ha le simola selo le babedi le simola ka radicalism le bo unruly we expect when that time when it goes on. Hey, what do you expect as the long run? You understand? They started this MK this thing abone but unruly. So now how unruly so it's a problem for him now to contain the unruliness. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now Oshata Floyd, hey, remote kurang thing, no busy kuranta, the cameras are here. That was the first time he belittled that man. And it never stopped. It went on and on and on. And that's why Mutosan Lane Malema came to Came to o dilo abadi bua as if what he prophesy. You understand? Like, for example, what he said to Floyd Kade Kaladin are if la pile kana Floyd limpote. Because he knew there was something going on. Not because of hey Malema na want to. No, he knew. He's got spies obviously in the EFF, he's got wherever. He knew there's something brewing here ka Floyd Shifambo there's something coming on. No, Floyd la pile kana limpote me bra. Do you understand? Because he knew that something's coming, but he waiting for Floyd and he did, the boy, he did. Yeah. He did, and they left. And yeah, you see the MK now, he's a national organizer, MK, and he's flourishing, and the man is okay. He's fine. So, that's my analysis. Malema dictator, those tears were not genuine tears. Those tears were crocodile tears. I agree with other people, and I hate it because white people are saying that. But I have to agree with those were crocodile tears. They were not genuine. You cannot lambast somebody, then from there you cry tears. No. Oh, that thing happened after maybe. But you can't do that. The very same mouth, we can't. You should have just said, no, I don't accept nomination, get somebody else. But because and it's yours, and it's your thing, hey, here you are. Anyway, guys, what do you think about that? Comment below. Comment below. What is happening? Remember, this is Kgosi FM, and the show here now. I'm going to get the Kgosi on a live show coming to you live on www.kgosietsile.co.za. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. This is your podcast. Bye bye.